dash. Got it on smash. Put on the gas. I will not crash. They will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone. Watch me celebrate. I'm cocky. I do my dance. Jump in the dance. No man, the man. Oh, deal with the hands. Thought he could guard me. I ruin they plans. I do what I want. They do what they can. Got it on smash. Put on the gas. I will not crash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. Yeah. They can't catch up cause they lacking the stamina. Way too advanced to be playing with amateurs. They on attack when I tackle like damager. They react and play it back on the camera. Hot boy, just consider me flammable. Sure shot, I got all the intangibles. Need a leash, I'm a beast, I'm an animal. Heat the competition up like a Hannibal. Know the game like I wrote up the manual. I do weekly what you do on the annual. MVP, that decision unanimous. Big dogs, I don't think they can handle it. Battlefield, it's just me and my warriors. Guaranteed we emerging victorious. Years, blood, sweat, tears, it's glorious. I remember when they always ignoring.
Well, they say an early season snowstorm may be on deck in less than 48 hours, but today is picture-perfect fall football weather. Crisp and cool at Soldier Field in the Windy City. Just a short time ago, this crowd loud enough to shake the foundations of this nearly century-old building. They are ready for football indeed in Chicago as their guys get set to do battle with the New York Giants.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Down. 18 Gators.
Mike 58 right there. That's right, baby. They don't want it. He's crashing. He's checking crash.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Caught by Wilson. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
Let's go. 90, Wolf.
Mike is 59. Mike is 59. 65. 65. 65.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. That's complete left side to Shepard. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. A lot of people thinking that this could be a good year for Sterling Shepard to step out of the shadows of Odell Beckham Jr. But a season ago, pretty good for Sterling Shepard. 66 receptions, 872 yards, and now hoping for a 1,000-yard campaign in 2019. Here's the former number 2 pick, the Pro Bowler Saquon Barkley. It was the linebacker Leonard Floyd on the stop.
Well, that's all about doing the dirty work right there defensively. Second and short yardage, that's all about plugging those gaps, not giving a running back a crease to run through, and has a nice job to hold him just a couple and force a third down.
So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Now Jones. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
And the Giants first down.
Ready.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Hey, Steve 6. Steve 6.
Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up.
Now Saquon Barkley. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. The toss out to Barkley. He's got the first down inside the 10, and he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley, his 11th touchdown of the year, and they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 24. Here's Trubisky. Completion left side to Miller. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Now Trubisky to throw. That's complete to the tight end, Broniker. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. They'll run with a third-year man. This is Tariq Cohen. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. 4th down now after a loss of 2. An ideal start defensively. They already have the touchdown. Now they get the stop.
Just like they drew it up on the chalkboard. Does that sound dated? Right? Am I out of touch a little bit?
It's all right.
All right, grease board, heck, computer, exactly what you want, though. Score on your first drive, stop them on the first drive defensively.
It's a return of 5 following a punt of 42 yards. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for. Is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
You know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's 2 different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get, and then the players and the coaching staff right now.
Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Khalil Mack in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
Third and 9.
Here we go. 8, read. Hey, Alpha.
To throw on 3rd down. Jones, flush to his right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
How about this offense? Already feeling good about themselves with a touchdown already in their first drive. They certainly come out firing, even though that one was incomplete.
With the 7-0 lead, more apt to take a shot like that downfield?
Hey, you're one to the good. Go ahead and try and press your advantage.
Let's go.
At their own 34-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. First carry from Mike Davis, the former Seahawk. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, Trubisky. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The linebacker, Miles Jack, able to knock that one away.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, it's working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
22-jet bomber, 22-jet bomber.
Check. Hatch.
Man. Spike.
This is Barkley. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. Well, that's something we saw over and over again in Barkley's rookie season. He had 91 catches last year, most ever by a rookie running back. Part of a fantastic rookie campaign that saw him go over 2,000 total yards.
On,
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
80 weapons.
Throwing, Jones. Rush coming, and he's taken down. The sack there by Roquan Smith. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
And now the throw here is incomplete, and with that, we come to the end of the first quarter of play. Giant football, and we're ready to begin the second quarter, but likely not for long as they're in punt formation to kick it away. Dixon, the punter, is on as he sends it away.
Let's go, baby.
At their own 13-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
At the 12-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They'll run on 2nd down with Cohen. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Check it backer, check it backer. Back. Safe.
They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. So just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
I got it. Strong right. Hey. Alert. Switch.
They'll throw on first down with Trubisky. That one brought in by his tight end, Adam Shaheen. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A good pickup, 17 yards and a Bear first down.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Check 37. Watch the edge. Out. He's checking.
Now Trubisky going to give this to Montgomery. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Ricky. Check three.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Davis. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
No gain on the play.
Keep
Brings up 3rd down and 7.
Woo! Let's get it. Check 56. And watch that. And watch the ball.
On 3rd down, Trubisky. The catch made by Miller. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. The Bears on the move. They've got another first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
So the drive takes them into Giants territory now. 1st and 10, right at the 40.
Come. Check. Alert.
Now it's Davis. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. Up front, the struggles continue for this offense among the line. What can they do? Change the play calling? What?
I think part of that, yes, changing some of the play calls, some screens, some draws, some misdirection. You want to run any type of a play that will influence these guys to continue to get upfield and find a way to use that against them and slip things in behind them. So some quick passes could work as well.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Now Trubisky. The screen pass here to Cohen. Give him 5 on the screen play, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still ended up with a solid gain.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
You better bring it. I'm letting you know.
Here's Trubisky to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Charles, 54 yards. I'm surprised that came up short.
I would agree with that one because normally if he misses, it's accuracy, not length, because he has plenty of leg for that. But maybe it's like I hit my golf shot. Maybe it's like my wedge. When you chili dip and you hit the ground ahead of it, sometimes that'll shorten your distance as well.
Jones now throwing to start the drive. Able to corral him right at the midfield stripe following that sparkling display of footwork we saw.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. It's a first down on a gain of 10. You talked about the need for them to establish the run early. They've been able to do that here in the first half.
And that means that the whole offense has adopted that attitude and that persona. We're going to take care of this young quarterback. Let's all get together and run it and take the pressure off.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run pass option. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different no matter what you do in practice. You can't simulate it, right? So your decision making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Throwing again. Jones got his man complete over the middle. It's Hodges. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 26. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make second down pretty tough. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a second and long. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run pass option. Throw left side complete. It's Shepard. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a third down.
A 14-yard pickup. But it's third down.
The Giants on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
Recon, 132 fighter.
The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
2 yards. First down, Giants.
On the ready.
Check, 59. Hey.
You're out.
Check 24.
Shoot.
Jones fakes the give to Barkley. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
And when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. On the draw, this is Barkley. And he's going to get it inside the 10 to the 7-yard line. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up.
I thought that was a good call. Passing situation on 2nd down, they hit him with a draw instead and pick up nice yardage.
Yeah, because the draw, they're thinking pass when they see that initially defensively, right?
But you know, in today's NFL, most of the time on 2nd and long, when it's a passing situation, pass rushers are on the field, and they're only thinking one thing: get to the quarterback. And oftentimes you can bypass him with a running play.
A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. Remember, with Rosas, there was some speculation last year in the preseason that he might not hold on to his job with the Giants.
But he certainly answered the challenge, didn't he? 32 of 33 during the regular season, 97% that is, and was named to the NFC Pro Bowl team. And by the way, at 6'3", 234, he can bench press your kicker.
At their own 25-yard line.
Then this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Watch the fly.
Final play of the half. It's Trubisky. He's going to loft one deep left side here. That's caught inside the 20. So we have reached halftime with our score 10-0. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Switch. Shift. Ran.
On 2nd down, Montgomery. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Trubisky will throw. Well, he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. So coming up empty here to start the 3rd quarter. Already 2 scores down. Got to be careful.
Yeah, I did notice, though, that the captain of the defense patted the quarterback on the helmet on his way out, pretty much letting him know, we know the pressure's on us. We're going to go out there and try and hold serve for you while you figure it out over here on the sidelines.
Just a 25-yard punt. Not what he was hoping for by any stretch. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see what the offense gets done.
Eluding the pressure right. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down.
Hey, Charlie. Check that.
Looking to throw. Jones. Well, the 2 men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively. Brings up 4th down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working and call more of that.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now it's Trubisky. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Get in the right room.
Throwing here, Trubisky. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So instead of 4th down, 1st down.
Well, so much for winning the down you put a lot of emphasis on because 3rd down is key for offense and defense. Instead, you're going to stay on the field and start a new set of downs.
Check 26, check 26. Hey, ball. Check the outreach.
The 1st down carry for Davis. And an alley to run. 30. 10. Touchdown, Chicago. Mike Davis. His 4th touchdown on the year. As they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. This will be taken short. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line.
Their own 35-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some 1st downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a 1st down.
Set. 60 or. Right there. Here we go. Hey, switch gears.
A 1st down carry for Barkley. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
56, pull it high. 25,
Again, it's Barkley. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That hold coming from the middle of the line, the center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
check 3, protein spill.
Back to throw. Jones. He's got a man. It's Corey Coleman. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Looking to throw. Jones. He finds Coleman. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
Let's go.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Now Jones off the bootleg. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
Second and 10 from the 33-yard line. Now a toss right to Barkley. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another first and 10 here.
Check 31, check 31. Check.
Push on travel.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's second and 11.
Hey, lock it.
Second and 11. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Shepard. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
They'll try and run forward with Barkley. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Another shot from the 9 on second and goal. Second and 9 now. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Tight end has become a bigger and bigger part of the passing game in the NFL, but if you drop the football, that position can get swapped out with a wide receiver in that spot, a running back in that spot. There are other ways they can go if you're not going to catch the ball.
And that's not just his first drop, his second drop of the game. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes third and goal. Back to throw. Jones. The quick slant caught. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. That pass play good for 7, but it still brings up a fourth and goal. Can this defense hold them out? Here we go now. Fourth and goal from the 2. Here's Jones throwing on fourth down, escaping the pressure right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. Now we've got whistles, and the man slow to get up here is Jones. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And now their defense came through with the goal line stand, got them the ball back. See what they can do about putting a drive together. Long way to go.
They need to reward that defense. A goal line stand, they've got to make that stand up themselves, right? Give the defense a chance to catch their breath on the sidelines. At least get 2 first downs. 3 would be better. Change field position. Let them catch their breath.
Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Crunch time, defense.
Now Trubisky on first down. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Back now at Soldier Field. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
Check 43.
They'll run on first down. Davis. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Guys, game situation. Let's go.
Now it's Trubisky. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Eddie Vanderdoes just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
After that sack we just saw, Trubisky and the Bears deal with a 3rd and long. Now Trubisky on 3rd and long. And Miller with it over the middle. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. A good pickup, 17 yards and a Bear first down.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Trubisky now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. And, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. The first down screen pass, good for 5.
Got to love the catch. I think you got to love the gloves as well.
Yeah, these one-handed catches, that was great, and they're fun. They're becoming a little more ho-hum, aren't they?
Yeah, they really are. And I know that it sounds like we're taking credit away from the guys, and we don't mean that at all. They really work hard on this one-handed catch thing, but I think the gloves have to be helping in a big way.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship.
On the ground, it's Montgomery. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Check, 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 check. Check, check, check. Alert, 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 alert. 80 weapon.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Let's go, D. Tighten up. Let's go, D. Tighten up.
Davis will try to run for it. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. It's a 45-yard punt, just a 1-yard return. And the Giants' drive will start from deep in their territory with a 1st and 10. The Giants' offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
A simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position. We were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence. Not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do. Now it's the backup Smith. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Mike, check. 59.
From the gun, here's Smith. Looking for Shepard deep. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. He's at the 30. Past the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Sterling Shepard. An even 90 yards. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. Rosas good with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and 12.
At the 24-yard line.
Sit up, 180. I'm coming for you. You mine.
Play action. Now Trubisky going up top. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Janoris Jenkins. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
That's complete left side to Shepard. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he gets this one down to the 24. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
X3, 218, chopper.
On first down, Smith throwing the out route incomplete. That's Hodges. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. They'll run with Barkley, and he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
The Giants on third down, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This will be 3rd and 6. Now Smith. His throw caught at about the 5. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on second down.